about robbing. Shout it, he'll pop on anybody. Shout it, don't care about robbing your ass on camera. Nigga better ask about me. Nigga, I take your chain, bitch. Nigga, I take your main, bitch.
We do have Ethan to cover. Ethan got himself in some trouble. You guys into Ethan Klein? Okay, Klein and Company, the family, as he likes to call it. Okay, did a big brave move this week. Now let's check on them. It says they're live. Okay, they're not live. Now they had their Friday show. Check it out. Of course, we're going to check that out. First things first, Ethan's looking nice. Got a nice little shirt on, baby. Wearing that off-white, it looks like. Ethan only owns a couple things. He's been watching for watches, okay? He loves the watch. That's what Gila would say. Gila would be like, oh, he's watching for what? I can't do Gila's voice. Oh, he watching for what? It doesn't matter, but Ethan's looking stupid nuts right now. He's got a Scars Club hat. That would be great. Have a little Scars Club hat on. Let's go back to this, and I do kind of just want to catch up with some things. All right, I've been gone all week. I only adventure or, gain knowledge or inform myself with you guys on the show. This is actually like, you're like watching, like a retard, okay? In class, in the back, taking forever, to get his things done. Okay, his homework. So that's like what it's like watching me. Ethan's here. This is the 1 day ago episode. Let's go to this. This is all I'm here for. Ethan's mouth.
We're talking about it.
What the fuck what is that? Oh my God. Oh, I can't wait. Let's go all the way back. Hold up. Here we go.
Hello, everybody. This is Ethan Klein, the host of the H3 Show. The date is...
So I don't know what's going on. I haven't caught up. This is one of my favorite shows, Ethan and Company. Olivia's been gone. Look at Ethan checking his phone. We're looking at, what are we looking at? We're gone. His eyes sunk inward. There's just small, funnel, black funnel, clouds going on, swirling in there. His eyes almost look at Wallace and grab it.
March 5th. The year? 2025. You thought I forgot.
It's a rainy day out here in Los Angeles.
It's rainy. Look at this beautiful, stunning, live view of the city behind us.
Fantastic stuff. So Olivia's been gone. They do have some new person on here. Now, what I have listened to this week, it was a couple episodes before this. They have I don't know where they're from. I don't know where they're fucking from. Or where she's from. Them, I don't know what we're doing. Her name is, what's her name? Magnus? Igna? Ivina? Somebody. Is this Love's girlfriend? Who is this? Look, I can hear her right now. Listen.
Yeah. Okay,
I'm not hating. I'm just saying.
This
took a lot of photos.
This is nice.
They look like professional photographers.
I was at the, I volunteered all over town. I didn't take any photos. Didn't talk about it.
Oh, hello, Psydank. Sup, Nate? I appeared at this episode at 1:07 while Ethan was reading his Twitter. Oh, yeah. And that, what's funny? That is not the first time. You guys understand Psydank in the chat. This is the second time I've seen. I actually noticed it. Called him out on the street and asked him if it was him. It was whenever Gila was getting some, some trouble.
Really?
And her, her little Instagram things. I think you were in the comments section.
I thought about it.
Oh, no. It's like you thought about giving the homeless guy $100.
I thought about going to Gaza, actually, since Hassan says he's not going to Gaza.
You would much rather spend your time.
Okay,
Yes,
so
no,
where is this new person? What is her name? Okay, I think it starts with a G. It's like Gladnius. Gabe. What's Gabe doing? Oh, Galia.
Watches.
Galia.
Yeah, they've done some watch talk yesterday, so...
Wow, you ever heard of books? Books.
Now everyone in the chat
Looking like Dilbert. Wow, who is this?
is free of it.
Is this somebody? Is this like a war hero? I'm not. I'm clueless, so I can't get in trouble.
Oh, that's true. They got it out of the
system. Yeah.
Okay.
You should have seen his reaction to.
Ethan's been watching. Okay, constantly. he's always flicking his wrist. You guys don't understand. Ethan has been clowned on for years. Whenever people started noticing he's having these tics, these little these spasms, he's got Tourette's. Okay, it seems like a very severely shifting type of Tourette syndrome. It seems like he picks up new tics and then focuses on them and drops the old ones. Okay? Anywho.
To this watch in particular.
He's always flicking the damn arm, losing it, as if small little demonic hands. Nobody can see or touching his arms. Ethan's shooing them away. But now that he has the watch, he can just kind of pull it off.
Yes.
I don't have Tourette's anymore. I'm just looking at my watch when I do that.
I've seen that.
Also the skeleton one, which I don't have on hand, unfortunately.
Oh. Is it a real skeleton?
It's called skeleton. It's when you can see the guts of the watch.
Gorgeous.
Anywho, let's go to this episode you're talking about. Psydank makes an appearance on the episode when he's talking about the Hassan
live
situation. So it's at 107. Now, I think I saw this on the RBG, the RBG Bring Back Mike David group, okay? I saw a screenshot of this. Somebody had posted this, actually. Ethan wrote a lot. I don't know what's going on here. What's this all about? So this is responding to the Froggy Tonic. So let's head into it.
I'm going to throw them out.
So pardon me.
Oh, by the way, Ethan's been doing a lot of eating again. He's back to eating. Okay? His stomach at this point is a black hole. I feel like once you get into a good rhythm groove and, a frequency with, taking your big O, okay, your big O pack, I think that eventually the agenda is that your stomach just constantly blends up whatever's in there and you leak it out. So Ethan's been eating a lot on the show, having pizza left and right, having chicken challenges with Gabe.
Pardon me. I'm done with these. I'm going to throw them out.
Just waste the food. Okay, anybody could have had it. Didn't give anybody a chance.
So
now it sounded like it hit the ground. Probably right next to one of his animals.
Pardon me while I burst.
So this guy, Froggy Tonic, who is a previous editor.
I think I saw it.
Who is a.
Well, God damn it! Son of a bitch! Go back! Oh, almost knocked that over. No, not good as well. Okay, here it is.
This guy, Froggy Tonic.
There it is. Ethan's hiding it. It's right there. That probably is the first sighting size right there. And then he get Gabe to, I can't even, the line, my eyes.
Who is a previous editor and friend of Anissa and iDubbbz.
Oh, God.
Who also, Anissa was interacting with him as far as the same day, talking to him on Twitter.
I don't know if me and Ethan accidentally clicked this at the same time. That spooked me out. Let's go back. I got to see if Ethan did that.
Anissa and iDubbbz. Who also, Anissa was interacting with him as far as the same day, talking to him on Twitter. So she's at least on friendly terms with them.
Holy shit, there's a lot of reading. I still didn't read it. That's so much. That's a lot. I got a lot to get. You had to get that out. What is this? A lot of writing right here. This is Ethan.
The same day, talking to him on Twitter.
He'll read it. I'm sure Ethan will read it.
She's at least on friendly terms with them.
Now, it says right here, just learned that 2 years before Ethan's dog's death, some of the H3 fans voiced concerns for his chronic vomiting, pointing a kidney failure, got shunned by other fans, declined the advice, stayed course. Cheese's treats, fast food, dog diet. Oh, yikes. Now it makes sense. Ethan's got emotion in here, okay? With Ethan's face. I'm hiding Ethan, for fuck's sake. All right, Ethan's gun eyes. He wants that gun, that shotgun. Remember Ethan's shotgun? Still got it, I bet. Still got it.
That being said, my criticism is obviously of him.
Yes,
although I'll be on.
Ethan does have, like, you know, this new fascination with asking around, you know, the mill, okay, or the Bend, the office, if anybody has anything that can keep him awake, because he's so tired when he does the show.
Criticism is.
You know how many times I would go to the doctor? I picked up my TV, and it put my back out years ago. He'd say, "Stand up on your heels, bitch." I did it, and I screamed in agony. I got pills. I got painkillers.
Obviously of him.
You know, Ethan's probably got doctors left and right. Allegedly, I don't know. Ethan is kind of like a little more skaggedy up, but I know how, like, you know, people's mental health can get. Don't get it twisted. You know, Ethan is like, you know, swimming in a world of, like, obsession still, you know, with his buddy, Mr. Piker. You know, he even did the whole takedown the nuke. I guess it didn't really help. The things are still the same. Ethan's looking homely right. Oh, but, you know, I could see this face staring at me from, like, behind a dumpster, okay? Asking for half of my cig. Why can't I not play? Oh, shit.
Although I'll be on. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to get into that right now. He said a lot of shit previously the day before.
Now, that is like, you know, you guys say cocaine sniffles. I don't think Ethan's smarter than that. He would take smart pills. Pure Vyvanse. Maybe Dextro meta, whatever the fuck, okay? The diet pills. There are, you know, Go Quicks out here. Speed. Okay? That are on the same level of what he's been looking for. The Adderall, okay, the ADHD. He thinks he has ADHD. He's like, I can't sit still. Looks like he took the medicine. It had the opposite effect. Ethan's bouncing off his rockers.
What was it? Wasn't there... Somebody posted an album, all the crazy shit he's
I think
been
he was
going on
saying
about.
he used to be a fan of yours and he defended.
Thank you. SPF1234 says, hit the like button. Nate deserves it. Thank you. Prescription Subscription says, his vibe is becoming more and more like a real-life version of the Penguin.
Until a certain...
He does kind of have, like, this complex going on right now. Or this, you know, thing that happens with everybody that has power. Right? Ethan, I think, held off for a long time wearing the tie-dye shirts. He thought that was, like, you know, the thing that was going to... I don't know!
Point. Forgot.
He's like a deep...
Okay, make him seem like he's one of the crew, down-to-earth, friendly. Okay, one of the guys. Relatable. Now he's switched up. He got the watch. He is kind of like claiming the status, okay, of like, you know, sitting up higher than others. Because if you have something on you that costs more than something that somebody doesn't have on them, okay, that thing gets in your head. I think Ethan looks at the entire crew and is sick to his stomach. The fact that Olivia didn't even have the common courtesy.
Seems like he's a deep level snob.
You know, clean up that bathroom. You know, Olivia being there shitting all over the sink. No, but I think Ethan's really disgusted by the crew now, especially Dan. He thinks Dan's a joke. Imagine, like, having a fascination with really, really fancy things and then having a buddy, which, you know, none of the people that work on the show, you know, are really actually kind of close with Ethan at all. They just work. They work well together. They act well together, as they would say, right? Everybody clicks, but I don't think there's a lot of, like, you know, together time outside of doing the show. I think Ethan comes in at the last second.
Narker. But here's...
You know, and starts the show, then leaves right after he gets the hell out of there. But anywho, he's probably grossed out. Nobody has Rolexes. Love's gross. Love is getting bigger by the second.
The caliber of tweets that this guy's putting out that is supposedly on my friend's feed, who are afterwards willing to still
Which, like, I don't understand why Ethan Klein doesn't realize that, like, this is fun. This is good drama. I heard it the other day on the Mike David Experience. They were talking about, on the latest episode, the build-up. This is movie-like. A lot of these podcasts, these big shows that, have, success, okay? They're, higher than others. They're, very, very popular. When they start to lose some of that, that they start to fall down on that throne, okay? They're not as, they're not getting the views like they used to. People are turning on them. They've dealt with this whole fucking situation. Ethan. Okay? But anywho.
Engage in friendly.
I think at this point, doing stuff like this is going to cause the audience. They're going to have enough. They're going to say, Ethan, nobody cares. Yeah, your dog was great. But this ain't going to make it better.
Conversation with him.
It is fun content. But like I was saying, this is like a movie. Okay? There is a build-up. Mike David was saying that this is all built up to now. So you would have to have, like, been around and, experienced the H3 show until now, right? Until now! And you, like, see where it's at. Gila's barely here. Olivia is gone. Sam's gone. What happened to Olivia? Can anybody answer my damn question? SPF 123 says Red Bar is the only show that is a legit other than Nate, of course. PKB says he looks like a burnt out person. Yeah.
Just learned 2.
And I don't think Ethan's sleeping well. He has lost all the weight. He's trying to, stay like, somebody that can be in front of the camera all the time. It is, I would imagine this is a nightmare, right? The money's good. Don't get it twisted. Ethan has trillions.
2 years before Ethan's dog's death, some H3 fans voiced concern.
Trillions. So, like, doing this a couple days throughout the week while you go home and you hang out on that, Ethan. I can't imagine there's a lot of places he goes to in his house during the week. He probably sits on one chair or goes in games or the bed,
For
right?
his chronic vomiting.
And, so the life is good. Ethan's not exercising. He's exercising his, his jaw and his nose.
Pointing to kidney failure, got shunned by other fans. Ethan declared.
But he does look like he hasn't been sleeping. Very, like, kind of like spaced out. Ethan used to sit back in his chair and lean all the way back. It was really good. I liked Big Ethan when Ethan was eating well. Soft as hell. That would probably be a good Ethan to run into.
Declined the advice, stayed course.
Okay, what are you doing, man? Ethan's got a whole fucking... What would Ethan be eating outside walking around in Hollywood? That he ain't walking around, with his family and not, like, grabbing some to-go food. And a pretzel, the pickle.
Cheese as treats. Fast forward, dog dies of kidney failure at 6 years old. Lifespan 13 years. He also says, so now, how can you shun a fallen fan when they worry about their 3 kids, when they can't be bothered to protect their dogs? Little homie even ingested pills left on the floor.
Oh, shit. Fuck, did I miss it? Sorry, side ink. I got a little spaced out. I was supposed to show your...
Or afterward, that is supposedly on my friend's feed, who are afterwards willing to still engage in friendly conversation with him. Just learned 2 years before Ethan's dog's death, some H3 fans voiced concern for his...
It doesn't matter. All right, so let's move on. Ethan's having one of his moments. There's Side Ink's comment down here. It says, and then he gets the super cringe tattoo. Okay, so we're talking about the dog's death, on Ethan's skin.
Pills left on the floor.
I couldn't imagine. I don't know. It is tough to lose an animal. Probably one of the hardest things you have to go through. I've lost a couple. And the fucking worst part is I don't ever go and get them. That I end up getting a pet because somebody doesn't want to take care of it. But I love them regardless. But I could never get a there's no fucking way I'd have any of my dogs on my skin. I'd wake up and cry. And, you know, the tears would just be soaked all over that tattoo.
Like, come on, man.
What Ethan's looking like fucking damn boy, down on the docks. Down Louisiana. Damn. Ethan's looking very, very like he's like, you know, on a boat, a fisherman boat.
Yeah. And someone else responded. Then he gets a super cringe tattoo commemorating the torturous, agonizing death.
What the fuck? I didn't know I had this here. Oh, I just realized I'm over here. Sorry. Here we go.
This has been one of the main talking points that's been going on in Snark is just, you know, they have no limit. They just go for whatever they presume is the most painful. And obviously blaming me for killing my beloved pet. And the professional career as an editor who's worked with my friends on the previous Creator Clash, edited everything for them, who they still interact friendly with. And that just fucking breaks my heart. It does, as a human being.
All right, Ethan. So let's move on. I forgot I was even watching this. Where's the new episode? I got to see what he's up to. Gila's back. They're pissed.
Hello, everyone.
Yes. All right. So let's get in. I'm vibing. Me and Ethan got cool clothes on. You guys looking at that? You can't find a shirt like this. Okay. It doesn't have. Oh, I forgot. You know, it's once in a lifetime that you find a shirt, you accidentally do what you like to do, fall asleep with Sig, burn it, and it ended up looking pretty cool. All right. Anywho, let's get to this.
Everybody, this is Ethan Klein, host of the H3 show. It's Friday, March 7th, 2025.
Oh, wow. I forgot about AB. So AB's got a new look. The mini new. You know, AB decided to, you know, shave his face a few times during the show's run. And every time he does it, it seems like he goes on and gets himself like some types of injections. I think AB's heavily hooked on, you know, filler. I don't think that he's even worried about hiding it at this point. I think he doesn't even like this camera here. He's shy. He's actually feels violated. I would too. You know, oh my God, fuck! Jesus. All right, so this is pretty cool. Olivia, my wife, finally came back to the show. And I love the intro. I wish it would just keep I wish it would just keep going back and forth. I'd watch the show even longer, you know, instead of walking away. Okay, putting them earbuds in.
Here.
Because this show can't be, you can't watch a whole episode of this. You'll end up looking like this. Okay, so one more look at Olivia.
March 7th, 2025. Hila's here.
Oh, and then Love. Love's head's getting very big. I thought it was a joke. You know, we saw Love, you know, do a picture. I don't know if it was a crew picture, but he was in it, and I thought it was like a photo edit. Love is not very tall. Okay, he's from Sweden. He's from there. And, you know, he has like kind of a bigger head. You know, some people with small bodies acquire these big heads, you know, normal folks' heads. They just don't look proportion. And when they start to eat, some people have a condition called they get big in the wrong spot first. Love's head is just, it looks like one of them play school, like, building block, like, toys you'd have as a kid.
Hila's here, and...
Hello.
I'm going display. I have to find this so I can show you guys this. Wait, there's no way to do it. Never mind.
Special guest.
I think they're like some type of like toys. Like they're like building blocks or something. But that's kind of like what Love be looking like. Little construction guys. They look like egg people. What is it? Play school toys? Play school toys. I'm looking for that the egg guy. Okay, that's what Love's head's starting to look like. I can't even remember the brand. I think it was like Duplo or something. I'm afraid what's going to pop up. There might be something coming up. Oh, my God. Oh, there they are. There's the brand. I'm looking for one guy. One single guy. Guy. What's going on? Oh, my God. Oh, look at this one. Smarter than hell. All right, it doesn't matter anymore. Let's move on. Let's go back to Ethan. I didn't mean to put you guys through hell. Oh, whoops. Whoops.
Stunning, beautiful.
You know, we have a
All right, so here's Gila. Looking like stripped like usual. Recently, she's been going acid-free. Gila's been swelling her face up for the past couple of years since she's been on this fashion guru journey. Olivia looks like she's on her way right in line, you know, to like make her big move, okay, in the game. You know, Olivia might step up, make a shirt. What is this? You ever seen that movie Talk to Me? Okay. Look at Olivia's fingers.
Stunning, beautiful.
You know, we have
But Olivia and Gila are looking completely different. Olivia covered, caked in makeup. She can't get enough of it. Her face smoother than hell. Now imagine that when you're younger, riding a skateboard on a road that doesn't have a problem. Olivia's face is very, very slick, smooth. All that makeup. Gila doesn't do it anymore.
Stunning, beautiful.
And she's looking fantastic. Oh my God.
you know we have a special
You know, looking like Big Bird. No, Gila looks great. Fantastic. What do you... I can't have this anymore. Get away. SPF says Olivia is the drug dealer of the crew. She is John Holden. She does have Adderalls for sure.
Stunning.
Spread the word. She even like, you know, has like kind of like did a couple codes, drug addict codes. I forgot about them. I used to be on the hard stuff.
I don't want to spend time.
Okay, if somebody was like, here's a Vyvanse, I'm like, get this shit out of here. Fucking bullshit. What am I gonna do with that? I'll have a coffee. It's gonna do nothing to me. Anyways, Olivia does have pills. AB just got a prescription. I know that there's like something that happens when people are, I don't know, very, very, very highly addicted to substances, when their minds aren't clear, they're not thinking right. They do things called like, you know, make the employees all go get prescription pills. They make them all go get Adderall for fucking sure. All right, and Ethan's gonna be swimming in a pile of, you know, genius pills. I think that's what he's doing. That's why AB has them. Olivia had them, and Ethan's just kind of like making it like a goof, making it known that people have them. So like whenever the truth does come out, it ain't so bad.
You know, we have a special guest today. His name is Abstabon.
Oh, Abstabon.
I like it.
It works.
I think it looks good.
Fantastic. Longer eyebrows than most. If you can see mine are just the right size width. I have to get them cut. They're not looking good. Oh, shit. It doesn't matter. But AB's got long eyebrows. I don't like him. I think the ends are painted. You know, he adds an extra inch.
Good.
It actually works.
I agree. You were saying you cut the goatee pretty low. I think I do agree, but I still think it looks good. I think you could really pull off the soul patch and mustache combo.
I think you're muted.
Very caliente.
Wow, fantastic. So this is really fucking boring already. They're going to be talking about the snark on here. They're going after the, or it's titled, Snark Called Child Protective Services on Us. Son of a bitch. All right, so where do I even go? I don't know where it's at. Demis. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, Denims. Okay, iDubbbz and Anissa. What's this about? I think we just watched this.
And yeah, that's why I really feel.
Wow, Ethan's microphone sucks, too. Zach tricked him. He keeps tricking him. He keeps being like, dude, put this thing in front of you. Ethan never has it. You know, I have a problem being too close. I like to eat the microphone. It would probably help if I had a little bit of tips and corrections for my audio settings. Okay, things are not right. Okay, things are a little unadjusted. All right, fuck. Anyways.
Yeah, friends like these.
Oh yeah, and either.
I wish he would go back to that headset thing he had. I hate his microphone. It doesn't look good. Whatever. This is the actual thing it sits on. This is the mic stand. Look. It comes with this, I think, or he bought it. It doesn't even look like it's supposed to go in there. It looks like it was like shoved in.
Yeah, friends like these.
Oh yeah, and our other good friends.
Yeah.
Anissa and Ian. Yeah. Thanks, Anissa, for standing up for your
Oh my God, Gila scared the dickens out of me.
girl. I actually stood up for you so many times because, like, why would I not? It was crazy. It's crazy. People were shitting on you and Ian because you did OnlyFans. Of course I was going to stand by you. That's insane. It's absolutely insane and disgusting. But now you choose to hang out with people that would have a problem with you if you...
All right, so this is so fucking boring. Nothing about that. Let's go to the snark. That's what I'm here for, the snark. More about the snark, Twitch ban. Now, Ethan, he did a thing. He got on Twitch, okay? And he rebroadcasted, him and, him. I think he rebroadcasted Hassan.
And also related is that it kind of turned into a big story that...
And, Ethan, took the internet by storm. By accident again. He always acts like it's an accident. It's not. What are you looking at? So a viral moment happened. Ethan got himself kicked off of Twitch. He's not allowed. Not allowed.
Live
okay?
on Wednesday.
Why is that? Why is that?
Our Twitch stream, which we were rebroadcasting the content nuke from, got banned, suspended for 30 days for broadcasting extremism and promoting terrorism, which is like the greatest outcome I could have hoped for from that. And then on top of it,
and Ethan's thirstier than hell. He can't get enough of this. He just wants dub after dub. At this point, he wants Hassan off a cliff. I know Hassan. I don't know what that sound was.
Ever since I was a chick, and why was a shit? Shawty keep wanna come round, she wanna get hit. She thinks she done made me, can I get her by my side?
All right, enough. I thought I heard a little sound coming from my vent right here. It was very spooky. Look at Ethan's eyes right now. So he can't get enough. Hassan is his favorite enemy right now. And it's because, there is a thing that happens when others don't mention you mentioning them. Ethan just wants Hassan to do a video. He wants a challenge. He wants his summer Kendrick. Right? Isn't that what Ethan wants? He's building this up to the Kendrick moment.
Filled it, and they did.
He wants to keep dissing, digging out bodies, okay? Finding evidence on Hassan. He wants another video. When he did the Keemstar thing, there was 3 parts. 3 parts to that nuke series. He's only done 1. Don't get it twisted. Ethan is sitting on his high horse right now. He's his HP. He feels like nothing's even stalled him out. He thinks he's like, dominating. Okay, this little battle that he has just with Hassan and himself, right?
They denied the fucking appeal. The first one was
What,
like...
do you want to show all these?
Yeah. I saved them all, yeah. So this is how it went. It's back now, but I'll get there. So first we got a warning, which I didn't see because we were...
Oh, here we go. So here's the appeal.
Live. And they sent... Let's see. Here's the warning. Your account? No.
What are you looking for? I can't even read this. Oh, there we go. I thought it wasn't even formatted. I thought things were cut off. Ethan's like, I'll just have to make out the rest of the word. I hate this little thing they clip on. Just show us your inbox.
No. Oh, it's the same one twice, I think. I think the warning one is absent, unless it's down here.
No, let me look for it.
Anyway, it just warned it. It's like, hey, don't stop broadcasting terrorist propaganda or something.
Okay.
And then an hour later, it says, hey, your account was punished, suspended or blocked due to a mistake on... Oh, wait, no, that's... Okay, now...
Yeah, so his sniffing is getting very bad. Now, at first, he used to do the... Ethan has those tics. Okay, he's diagnosed with it. I'm hiding him right now. Okay, this is like not how we do a show. I gotta show Ethan. Okay. But he had like them little like sounds he would make. Okay, if you have like monitors like I have on, you hear them to the max. Okay, it's like ASMR. I'm being tickled with Ethan's small little coughs.
I'm confused.
But now the sniffing's getting out of control. It literally could be a reaction from him, on a week 1 of starting to take AB's prescription with him.
That's what they
sharing like a friend.
sent.
I think
Ethan's like, there's enough for 2.
it is the same one
All right, and Ethan wants to hold the bottle for sure.
here twice. Hold on.
He's out in that fucking boat, or them they have like a pool house. He's out there pulling, because if it's Adderall, whatever it is, whatever it may be, Ethan doesn't know what he's doing, and I'm sure that he's going to be like having a hard time crushing a pill allegedly. But he's like, sniffing. He's going out of control. He might be on that amphetamine. It's having the reaction it's not supposed to. Okay, like for somebody that doesn't have ADHD, he's just high as shit.
Okay, yeah. This is the one where they denied it. Your account was recently suspended for encouraging or glorifying extreme violence.
By the way, we were guessing on the other show if the ban was.
Oh, God, you're back. Is this the new one? Now, she keeps going to chair. People keep disappearing on the show. And Gallia. What's the story on Gallia? Gotta look into it.
An autoban, and I found that Jen Clancy mentioned
She just showed up in way too many episodes. I'm like, well, I'm too far behind to figure out why she's here.
that they don't have autobans on their systems. Like all the bans that happen on Twitch are not automatic. So there was at least 2 instances of 2 different, or like the same person who first banned us and then denied the appeal.
Which it just doesn't get better than that.
Doesn't.
Does it? It doesn't.
Nope.
Your account was recently suspended for encouraging or glorifying extreme violence. A member of our team has reviewed your appeal, and after taking a look into the details of your case, we have determined your account will remain suspended due to violating our community guidelines.
All right, enough. Can we, enough reading?
As bad as Donald Trump, which we have no proof for.
He's right.
Oh, you said she came out of nowhere? Yeah, maybe she's like an exchange student. Ethan bought her. He had a couple bars of gold left. Where did she come from? Gallia's got a goddamn, she has a reason to be here. She's probably just somebody that's like, trying out for the show. Ethan's really concerned about, the show just sinking into the ground. And eventually he might have like a crew of 100 paying out, running out of cash. Because he's trying to make it seem like everything's cool here.
Forced.
I'm not that bad of a guy. I'm dealing with Gallia. I wouldn't deal with Gallia.
It's
like, get off the fucking mic. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. That's a goof.
Someone was forced.
But I would say Gallia, enough. Okay, this is my show. Look at Ethan. He looks handsome.
Huh?
It's forced.
Yeah, I forced it. You're right. You're absolutely right.
I'm calling I'm like a referee. I'm like yellow carding.
Here's the thing.
You're absolutely right.
Here's the thing where I'm gonna overthrow that. Ethan was excited about that one.
I get it. I get it.
So,
And Zach has a new look going on. The whole crew does. I think everybody's having fun with the cameras finally, figuring out their look. Zach never does anything with the camera. He's shit. Okay. Zach never does anything with the camera. It's always the same bleacher angle. Oh man, wouldn't it be great if these fucking bleachers, they gave out the legs? And Zach careening down slow motion. Okay, but what's up with Zach's new hairstyle? He's gone full Davey Havoc. AFI? I'm not into it. I think it's disgusting. This is like 9-inch nails. This is black fingernail type of hair.
here's the thing.
Can we get a check? Can we see his fingers? Also, Ethan's. Ethan's been painting his nails.
Right.
I'm calling I'm like a referee. I'm like yellow card.
I forced it.
Fuck!
You're right.
God
You're
damn it!
absolutely right.
I'm calling I'm like a referee.
Dan looks different too since he shaved. His head looks smaller. And his bags, I think he finally cut them open and let out some of that steam. He had buildup under his eyes.
Like yellow card.
Those bags.
Here's
They look like they've been emptied out a little bit.
You're absolutely right.
Here's the thing where I'm gonna overthrow that. Ethan was excited about that one.
I get it. I get it.
So,
And I mean, it's a good one,
I'm gonna let
but
him
it just
have
it was forced.
$100 dono. That's so nice. Hey, love you guys. Found your channel on an Onision video 8 years ago.
Whoa, wow.
Anywho. Never stop speaking out against racism. I'm happy Your babies have a wonderful role model. Ela, thanks again for your support for L.A. Raza.
La Raza.
La Raza.
Oh, what's La Raza?
It's like it's what
You know, it means nothing. You know, this guy, Nate, on the show, he is the most bland person ever. There is, like, his voice, you know, some people just don't have a voice for the microphone, okay? Like, you know, they just sound like shit. The way they project, they just have a dog shit voice. And, you know, they got this new addition on the show. You know, he's hiding back there. I think he's also expanding. Okay, getting bigger. This show's all about it. All about that kitchen. It's where Ethan does a lot of his watching. He's watching them cameras, keeping an eye on his folks that work for him.
the Mexican community calls himself.
But this guy, Nate, sucks. He's the worst fucking person that, you know, Ethan Klein ever hired. I don't know why or where he came from. But anytime he interjects, it's enough. You could tell Ethan's like, dude, you gotta go. Get out of here.
Mexican pride thing.
Oh,
And I'm here for Ethan being a
love
messy
you guys.
bitch. He love you forever. It doesn't have a name, Nate?
Wait, what?
There's no name.
The name was
The
cut
donation?
off. I'll tell
It's
you.
Katie, I think.
Katie, thank
K-A-T.
You know, that's like a kid. What he sounds like to me, you know, their scene switcher, Nate, his job is to take a... Imagine this, going to like film school, being educated, knowing what the fuck to do to control like a live production. I think he was Dan's friend. Dan knew him from the film game. I think they both pushed a broom together. Okay, in the union, film union, whatever. But he got him the job here. All he does is sits behind one of these Steam decks and scene switches. That's it. And they gave him a mic. Imagine your job is literally just being crafty at switching this is me. This is what his job is. Oh, God damn, I fucking stalled out. Son of a bitch. Sorry, the camera. Oh my God. The camera fucking stalled out. Let me refresh it. I look like I'm stiffer than... Whoa. There we go. Stop that. Let's go to properties. Okay, we got to deactivate. This is pretty good. Way to try to make an example. Wow. Look how big I am. And I don't know if you guys noticed or not. I haven't done anything else to the show. You know, the background or the second camera. Don't get it twisted. Things are coming. Plans are happening. I'm very excited to make the show even better. You know, eventually we'll have that other camera. Can this fit? There we go. All right. I don't know why I was doing this. Go back to the main show.
Thank you so much.
Katie.
Thank you so much. I'm actually working on new graphics with Latino artists that will become new shirts for donations to support the whole...
Oh, yeah, we were talking about Nate. Okay, their scene switcher. So I'm hoping that they fire him.
Immigration problems that we're having.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know, whatever that means. In the nicest way. You know, we're not into him. I don't know if anybody's a fan of him. It was cool when he didn't have the microphone and you could kind of like imagine what he sounded like. You know? But I think like maybe he's like, you know, maybe he's got something going on. I don't, you gotta look into some of their employees. Olivia goes disappearing. All right. What did Sam say? Do you think Sam spilled a lot of beans? You know, XQC Cinderella probably has hundreds of hours of recorded fun nights drinking and smoking spice, kratom, eating kratom fucking capsules left and right like a fucking shitty ass fucking jail cell where you're like, I got it. It's in my ass. Let's get high on the worst. Way to get high. But you know, I wouldn't be shocked if like there's a lot of double agents in this crew.
And Nate helped me.
Applaud that.
Nate helped me find like good charity, so thank you. Because I wanted to make sure we'll go to a good place.
I wanted to help people locally too. It's a big problem here in LA.
Mhm.
Is it an LA charity?
Yeah.
That's good.
Wow, good stuff. So I like Ethan's new look. He's got, you know, he has that. He's going for that beauty simulation, the filter. You know, the Snapchat filter. When you have this, when you go for that, you can cut it out. Okay, you make a face with your beard. Remember that, too. If you think you're hot with a beard, you're not with a beard hot. All right, you look stupid. You're ugly. You ever seen some of your? You ever seen Mark Maron without the beard? You're like, no. It's like his whole mouth is like missing. It's so tiny and shriveled up, like a little raisin. I'm like, dude, that's not what I wanted out of you, bro. You look nuts.
Not that
you want him to put that beard back on, or at least get a damn disguise. Ethan has lost the weight. He's carving into his face. He's trying to do the handsome Ethan meme that people created for him in the subreddit or wherever they put it. And I think that he also has them adjusting the cameras to kind of thin his lips. You know, Hollywood. Ethan doesn't have Hollywood thicks. He's got Hollywood slender thins. So this camera probably is doing a little bit of editing to try to make Ethan look better. It looks bad still.
I don't need help, but I just know, like, locally, it is an issue, and I like to take care of my locality. I mean, who doesn't?
My God.
You want the city that you're living in to be beautiful and everyone to be in a good condition here.
All right, so Ethan's exhausted. Where's the snark shit? This is more about the snark, okay?
Snark thing, briefly again, it's just...
No, Ethan's at war right now. He's going after the H3 snark. I just realized there's a Just Trish snark, okay? Haven't even gotten to go in there and hang out.
The level of harassment that's not even just being put on us, but like everybody in our lives, our employees.
You know, and Ethan's going to have 100,000 zits. I can't even imagine doing this and not being like, I'm just like generating goo, slime and grease, shifting it up and down the top of my nose, filling my pores. Ethan's probably got blackheads longer than earthworms.
The stuff
Spread
that,
the word.
You guys are having to deal with, which I'm not going to specify or anything. That's, if you guys want to talk about it, you can, but I'm not going to put anything out there. But it's so fucking it's so unfair to you guys that you're just working a job and that this is part of the job. It shouldn't be. It just shouldn't be.
Yeah.
And they're trying to, this is how they win. They want me to end the show. They want me to stop.
You know, Ethan, he hasn't backed down. The thing is, there is no end. You either move on or you don't, okay? When we talked about it earlier, he keeps going after Hassan. He thought he won. He's on top. He's dunked on Hassan. Right? He made the big nuke. Hassan didn't even fucking really respond. Ethan's still going after him. He can't let it go. Okay? And then he, wonders why other people, he gets upset when other communities question you or go after you.
Talking about, or I don't.
And he's been getting doxxed the whole, allegedly. I don't know any of this shit. I don't know. I'm clueless. But Ethan's allegedly, the whole crew, they've been, people have harassed him, gone after them. And Ethan just makes it worse. He doesn't help his crew. He just sits there and talks shit and continues to push and fight and try to, eliminate somebody's playground to talk shit. Ethan had enough and created this war and made it worse. I feel like it's actually the worst that it's ever been.
I don't even know what they want.
With his crew, they probably get doxxed left and right. Their families get something sent their way.
I feel guilty. It's just I don't want to spend time.
Trisha's at the door, hungrier than damn hell. Okay, asking to use it.
I think they just want to make us all miserable.
I think they'd be happy if you ended the show.
That would be the...
And everybody's kind of going with it at this point. They're like, go Ethan. The show was better, right? Like when we didn't do this and you had more views when this wasn't happening.
They would think
this is fun drama to me. I want to see it burn.
The one, yeah.
I want to...
Because I'm exhausted of people with money. There's too much people walking around. There's too many people out here struggling.
I feel guilty.
Okay.
I don't want to spend.
And it's nice to have entertainment. It's nice to enjoy this shit. This is my favorite show.
Say something because...
But, I think it's time we start giving all our money away.
People love to use me as a chess piece.
Look at AB's eyebrows.
To hurt you guys or whatever it is. But let me just be clear. I do not...
Oh, Jesus Christ. So, AB's going full on... he's going full on AB. Classic AB. Fighting back. He got a brand... He's been cleaning this. Look how clean this thing is. Very clean.
Fuck with the snark. The snark has made my life miserable, my wife's life miserable, my coworkers, everyone I care about around me that I see every single day. They
God, I'm afraid. I don't know. You know, there are positions that we could, you know, get ourselves in that, you know, cause situations that, you know, we're aware that happen, right? You know, Ethan Klein is a big internet guy. Okay, you get involved with him, you become, this is part of the game. This is part of the internet. Not enough people are like, you know, some people are like, no, it is. This is the internet, okay? You want to be on a big show. This is what happens. Your boss is fucking doing this to you, dog. Yeah, he's fucking making it worse. And AB's up to his tits, and like, you know, I think he's losing his sight.
Even this clip that they love to use of me saying that some of them are level-headed, they that's what they do.
They use
They
it.
take.
Well, that'd be nice. Me and AB. If AB got himself a set of jonks, I'd be in heaven.
They clip me in my small ass stream, and they've been going with that for months.
Yeah.
I posted a video of Palestine during Ramadan, and all the comments were people called me out, like talking shit like that. Even if whatever you think about me, that shows where your intentions really are.
I mean, that video was just wholesome. There's nothing.
I saw that. That video was beautiful.
There's nothing.
I'm fucking falling asleep. There's nothing going on. That's what I would say if I crashed through the ceiling by accident right now, and Hila was like, "Whoa," I'd get up like nothing.
Parents were not the rich kind that will.
I think the show would go on. Hila definitely would not flinch, and wouldn't even fucking even question it. Not even look at Ethan a glance. If I fell through the ceiling like I was on spy mode in the vent, everybody else would freak out. Hila's like just continuing to talk like her normal whatever is happening right now.
Paid to get me out.
Spread the word.
And by the way, even if they were, I don't know. I'm not from a rich family, so I don't know. But even if they were, they would not agree to that because they think it's important to serve like everybody else in the country. I mean, it's a very selfish move.
All right, moving on. Hila look how fantastic Hila's hair looks. Her skin looking a lot better. All that makeup. It is crazy how small, Hila's hands are. Look how tiny his little. Whoa! Look at these little fingers down here. Anywho, Hila's got a couple rocks around her finger. Are there watches for your fingers? That's what you need. Nice Rolex for your knuckle finger, your middle finger. Your knuckle finger? What the fuck is that? All right, your middle finger. You have a small watch there. It's got spinner. It's got diamonds. That'd be amazing. You'll never read the time.
To
Hila.
decide, okay, I'm not gonna do it, but
Hila could. I feel like they're getting heavy into that damn watch shit, and they're not even worrying about their crew.
Everybody else will.
Like Israel.
Oh, Ethan's like, it's done. Let's kill them. Allegedly.
As a place, the mentality of growing up there, like everybody feels an obligation to protect, to serve, to nurture this place that feels like the only place in the world where they can live and be Jewish and not be like discriminated against.
I mean, when you're growing up with constant terror attacks,
All right, let's go.